Day 3 of the Old Man Chronicles in Seoul. It was day 2 of Water Bomb. I was able to wake up on time because I pretty much ended up waking up before my alarm still. It wasn't as bad as the day before. Um, Mainly ended up waking up around like 7:30 instead of closer to like 5:30 and then having to force myself to go back to sleep. Um, but yeah, ended up waking up a little bit early, but it was fine. Tried to see if I can get in like a couple little bit more cat naps in there before I like really started get going. That way I can make it through the day. But like on the subway ride home, boy, I was feeling tired, and all my body is sore. Today at Waterbomb, it was a lot more sunny um, than yesterday, because yesterday it was cloudy with that little bit of rain, but today we got the sun to come out, and that was nice. Um, though it did make me, you know, think, man, maybe my mission to stay as dry as possible at Waterbomb was a mistake, because that little bit of water does help. Um, but um, one thing about the sun is that if you don't protect yourself, you can get sunburned. Yes, even black folk can get sunburned. And did not take precautions, even with them giving us, everybody, their own little sample of some sunscreen. Did I use it? Absolutely not, because I'm an idiot, and I was like, man, it's been forever since I've gotten a sunburn, so I think I should probably be fine. It's not like I'm trying to burn in the sun. I'll make sure I still get a little bit of wetness, so I should be okay. Um, nah, that didn't help anything. But the random thing is, it's the most like random part of my body, because it's like my underarm. Like there's this little spot here. I don't even know if you can see it, but this little spot right here, super sensitive to the touch. And I was like, man, while I was walking back to the subway, I was like, bruh, why in the world is this feeling like this? Like, why is this so sensitive? This is so weird. Why can't is like with the material just of my shirt just kind of rubbing against it weird, because maybe it's coming apart or something. And then I realized, oh, I know what this is. This is sunburn. Idiot me. So I'm gonna have to deal with this for the rest of the trip. We'll see how that ends up being like. Um, Tell you one thing, I know it's probably gonna make sleeping a nightmare. Um, but anyway, on to the show stuff. The show itself was pretty darn dope, to say the least. I did enjoy a lot of it, and I just gotta say, getting there around the same time, drastically different results with it being a Saturday. People don't, have to get to work. They could be there early. It's straight up a weekend day. So, it made things take a little bit longer to get inside because there was a lot more people, but they brought us inside the building a bit earlier, so that was kind of nice. It didn't keep us out in the sun long. But after we got inside, finally got into the venue, ended up getting in the same exact spot that I was on day 1, so I'm hoping I'm able to still do the same thing for day 3, especially since I managed to stay dry, as I mentioned before. I managed to stay a lot drier and not drenched in cold, so that was nice. But anyway, got to the same spot, and managed to stay a lot drier because I was just back a little bit, just a tiny little bit. But like I said, the main thing that like messed me up was the dude who emptied that water gun on me. If that wouldn't have happened, I probably still wouldn't have been as bad as I was on day 1. Anyway, the lineup was pretty darn good. So it started off with the DJ Uni, Ashid, and 9-6. Yes, like 6-9, but 9-6. And they were pretty good. I think they were pretty dope. In fact, a lot of the DJs this day were actually really dope. The only problem was the crowd was whack, like truly whack. And bruh, I these DJs do not deserve this crowd. There's like very small amount of the people who were like closest to the stage, like me, that were like really getting it in and jamming through the whole set. Like I feel like they disrespect the DJs so much, and don't try to keep engaged the whole time. Even though the DJs and the dancers and all that are trying to really keep everyone, going, keep the party going, and I think they do a great job. It's just this is the wrong crowd. They don't listen to this kind of music. Even I don't listen to this kind of music, but I used to listen to a lot of similar things, so I still have an appreciation for this style. And I'm like, bro, they are getting it in. These beats are sick. These mixes are pretty cool. We did end up having some DJs that shared one of the mixes in their set, so it's just like, that's not cool. Why are you guys have the same exact drop in here? Like last time, it was like everybody's getting like some of the same songs that were in their sets, but these were like it was the exact same mix. I was like, yo, that's a little, that's a little much, um, but um, anyway, they did. They also do, like this crowd does also not get Fiend, dude. They don't get Fiend. Like even I'm not a big like Travis Scott dude, but I know what it's for. It's for events like this, big huge festivals where everybody could just go but wild. Fiend, Fiend, Fiend. It maybe only went kind of cool one time in the three times they tried to put it in their mixes, the DJs, and then they even like did it three times in the DJ sets yesterday. So I was like, bruh, this crowd does not know what to do with any of this music. I feel like they don't know what to do with it because they are just lame and they don't engage, and it's just like, we just want someone who's gonna sing and dance for us at, like face to face. We want that. DJs, not so much. But anyway, they were pretty good. Like I liked a lot of the DJ sets this time. Like they weren't just kind of okay. Like they were really good. They were really good. So yes, woo woo. That was really great. I think we only had like maybe like 19 of the members, something like that. I tried to keep count, but I lost count. Um, and that's the group of 24. So I was like, oh, we didn't get to get everybody. But it is what it is. They still put on a great show. Since there were so many people, they really got to spread out a whole lot throughout the stage. So that was really cool. They really got to engage with everybody. And yeah, that was dope. Roja, um, she was a good DJ too. I think she was a great DJ. And then Skull and Haha, man. I know of Haha. I've seen them on like variety content. Um, it's like kind of like little game show slash talk show kind of things. If you aren't familiar with that and you just wanted to watch the vlog, that's kind of what a variety show is. But anyway, Haha, I've seen him before in those, but I never knew what kind of music he did. And boy, oh boy, especially with Skull and Haha together, it was super reggae heavy, and not just reggae heavy. They had reggae hair, aka there are two members, Skull being one of them, and one of the like hype men, full on dreadlocks. And I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't. But some of the more hip hop leaning stuff, I kind of enjoyed it. But man, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about them pushing this whole reggae thing, and probably not really in tune with the culture. I'm not sure. I haven't looked in to the guy at all, but it just seemed a little off. I was like, ooh, okay. Anyway, up next we had 11, another great DJ there, and then we had Jessiby, and so I knew two of the three people in here because it was JJ and Gabby. So I knew both of them because JJ's like hosted a whole bunch of different things in the Korean media, and Gabby has done a little bit of hosting too. But I know her main start, I believe, actually, I shouldn't say I know. I believe her start in the Korean industry was through choreography. So she's a choreographer. Then was Fromis 9. Dudes came out in droves for Fromis, dude. The guys were showing up and showing out. They were doing all the chants, yelling all along, and bruh, I was like, y'all really love some Fromis 9 out here. So that was interesting. Ended up getting kind of crushed a little bit when they ended up walking by to like go to like the midsection, since I'm like right by that aisle. And so yeah, definitely got kind of crushed up against the side a couple of times, and Fromis 9 was one of the people that had happened during. El Capitan was a dope DJ. I think he was probably my favorite DJ of the day, if I remember his set pretty well, which I probably don't. But either way, I feel like El Capitan was like really ill. Then was Karina. Her set was mad short. It was super short. She did like a medley of Espa songs, and then she did Up, and then she did the little water bomb time with her doing Sprite time as well, because Sprite sponsors the event. And she's like plastered all over the place with like the Sprite logo, her, and be like, water bomb. So people came out in droves for her too. So when she went through the aisle, nobody could touch her. There were so many. She is the one that was like covered the most when it came to like going through the crowd. They were like, nobody is touching Karina at all. So I really do think she was one of the biggest draws, because people came out in droves. And Arkins was a pretty good DJ. Huta dude, Huto was pretty good. I was like, yo, these B2B soloists, I need to really check them out. I really need to check him out. Huto was really good, and he was a very hunky man. Uchi was a good DJ as well. We Them Boys had a really fun time with their Water Bomb Time Mixer thing, where they really engaged a lot with the crowd and did a little bit of jokes, but killed choreography because they're a dance crew. Young G came out smashing, killed her performance. She is so engaging with the crowd, and like like she's a master on stage. Like she is truly a master on stage, and I have to give it to her. Excellent rapper, and she be singing a little bit too. So good on her. Up next was John Somi. People really enjoyed John Somi. She even did a little preview of. By the time this is out, the song is out now. But she did a preview of Extra, which was pretty cool for her to do. Like she like did the full on choreo for the chorus and everything. I was like, dang, spoilers. But it was really cool. She put on a pretty good show as well. She really tried to play up to the camera a lot, and I think that was kind of an interesting approach to her time on stage. Like, yeah, she did engage the crowd like directly a little bit, but she really took a lot of time to like face the camera as well. That way, like on the big screens, everybody could see, these seductive looks she was giving. She was giving a lot of serving. She was serving a lot of looks. See how weird that came out of my mouth is because I probably shouldn't say it, but for real, she really was serving a lot of looks through the camera a lot throughout her time on there. Up next, we got Gongstar and Howl. They were also a pretty good duo, DJ duo. 10, man, 10 was stellar. Danced so well, sung well too, but like there were moments where he definitely just like, hey, you know me for dance. I'm just gonna let the back track do the singing, and I'm gonna hit these moves. And he was clean, bruh, clean. Up next, we have AK, who also had a pretty solid DJ set. Loco came out with, who also was like out early. I think it was either Loco or it was dude from the last day, CK. It might have been CK, but they came out, and then also I believe it was members of Lovelyz. I meant to look this up before I started mentioning them, but yep, I was right. Lovelyz. 2 members of Lovelyz came out. Don't ask me to tell you which ones. But they ended up doing a good amount of things alongside the Skull and Haha set. So that was kind of interesting to see them come out a bit early and do stuff like that. But yeah, Loco killed it too. He did a good job. He killed the rap, and some of it I was like, yo, I haven't heard this one, and this was really freaking dope. And he sang too. Without a doubt. But Inside Core was the last DJ, and man, I felt he was super disrespected. Like, there's like so many people like just not moving whatsoever, and I was like just had no room to do much anyway, so I'm just doing this where I can, try not to bump into people. But that was actually after I got moved from the spot that I was at, because a lady who brought in a camera she's not supposed to be using was like, hey, excuse me, can you move up a little bit? I was like, but I literally just got into the spot right up against the rail. I literally just got here. I was like, oh, look, there's space in front of me. Do you want to go in front of me? And she's like, can you just move up a little bit? So I got a little upset. I shouldn't have been upset the way I was, but I just was like, I just moved and went up closer and moved around, and I was definitely annoyed, and I was a little bit rude, and I feel bad about it. But she eventually ended up closer to me by the time we got to the J Park. thing, and I was like, I'm just gonna be kind to her now, despite her still, recording things with the camera she shouldn't be using. They're not supposed to be bringing in like the big old nice cameras, the DSLRs and stuff like that. And she definitely had one of those. Like they were calling people out earlier through the day, like, hey, no, you shouldn't be doing those. And I'm surprised they didn't even get them during bag check, but maybe they skirted bag check because she was not pressed, and I was pressed when she moved me out of my spot. And when she got even closer later on, when I moved away from her to let her get my spot, I was like, bruh, again? Whatever, I'll just try to be out of her way and just deal with it, because that's how I should have handled it in the first place, because I'm supposed to be the nicer person. But anyway, barely could see anything of Jay Park, because man, phones, hands high through the whole thing. I basically had to make a lot of my footage go from the screen just to really show what was going on. But he did a fantastic job. He really catered to the crowd a lot. Ended up rapping a bit. Ended up singing a lot of his classics. The only thing is, the vocals were definitely live. He was definitely singing live. But he does not sing loud at all. So whenever he's singing, it's like in pianissimo. While him hyping up the crowd and rapping is like forte. So there's no way for them to like try and adjust that on the fly, because he changes between the two so often, between hyping up the crowd and singing and stuff like that. So whatever he's singing, it's just like, man, you could barely hear him. He's like, all I wanna do is kick it with you, sing it now, It's kind of was like, so it was a very interesting experience. But he still got down, and he ended up bringing out Loco as well, redoing one of the songs that he was that Loco did earlier in his own set, but Jay Park was featured on. So I was like, I wonder if they're gonna bring that back and bring Loco back if he's still here. And he did. Just like he also brought back Joan Somi to do Momme 2, Keep It Sexy. But yeah, he was good, man. Jay Park was good for the parts that I was able to see. Sorry I wasn't able to get super good footage of it, because it's just all hands, all arms, all cameras, and I'm like also trying to be respectful myself. Whenever I try to record stuff, I try to still, even when I dance, I try to stay out of people's view. I try to be out of people's sight line so they can still enjoy the show too, instead of worrying about me blocking their way, because I know that's how I feel when I get blocked out of the way. And I'm like, bruh, for real? Could you be a little bit more considerate? So I always try to be considerate. And so, sorry, my footage isn't super great, but I did get some footage of him like walking by. That's pretty nice. So, because I was still close to the aisle, and despite the lady who, moved up closer to my new spot, despite her still being there, I was still able to get decent footage of Jay Park going by us in the aisle, that middle aisle, to go out to the front stage, where they had like the water gun.
방금 이겼죠? 여기 계신 그린팀 100명에게는 저희가 카카오톡으로 선물 쏩니다. 옐로팀 놀아야 돼요, 안 놀아야 돼요? 놀아야 돼요, 안 놀아야 돼요? 그린팀 여러분들은 카카오톡 확인해보고 거기에 상품 있으면 저 뒤에 이 보스에 가셔서 상품을 교환하시면 되겠습니다. Okay? So every green team, check on your Kakao. We sent you a free giveaways. So if you find out the text, behind you we have the EE booth. Go take your presents. And it's Saturday. 토요일이죠 여러분들. 몇 준비 안 됐어요? 이 뒤에 누가 나오는데? 누가 나오는데? 오늘 게스트 엄청나죠. 이영지도 나오고 Promise Nine도 나오고 윈덴보이스도 나오고 J Park도 나오고. 그런데 이런 식으로 할 거예요. 오케이, 우리 다 같이 뭐 불러갑시다. 다른 재미치로.
내가 만날 거라 축복한 널 만나러 be my game 꼭꼭 숨어 if you can what you got yeah what you got I got a lot of good but I keep it warm I got a lot of good but I keep it warm go to my list go to my list go to my list go to my yeah go to my list go to my list go to my list neck glittered up with some disco gold bullets in my golden pistol so official blow the whistle get this over
여러분 오늘 진짜 마음껏 물 뿌려주세요. 알겠죠? 네. Hi guys. Okay. 근데 우리가 다음 스테이지 가기 전에 제가 한번 물 뿌려도 돼요? I just want to taste the water. 오케이. 그리고 다음 노래 보여준 노래는요 Shadow라는 노래인데 even if you don't know the song, just enjoy it. You wanna go? Yeah! Let's go.
要买什么样的内场才能到这个位置？哦。
When I say 사랑해, you say 사랑해. When I say 사랑해, you say 사랑해. 오케이. 이어서 하트 2개와 사랑해. 이어서 하트 2개와 사랑해. DJ Ego drop the heat.
We take it higher every day. 그 목걸이 하나 하는 거보다 그녀라 okay. 하나의 우리 바라보는 게 먼 예산해. 500만 원 못하지 인정해. 내가 손으로 먹을 야야. Let's go. 다른 용서는 야 너무 감사해. 인지가 되면 야빵 터질 필요 없어 꾸준히만 하면 돼. 전소미
또 맞을 줄이야.
에?
또 맞을 줄이야.
맞을 줄이야?
또 맞을 줄이야.
워터를? 워터밤은 계속 맞아요.
그러니까요.
워터밤은 집에 가서도 계속 맞아. 꿈속에서도 맞아. 그게 워터밤이에요. 어쨌든 오늘 소미 씨가 감사하게도 세트 끝나고 기다려주시고 이렇게 무대를 함께 해줘서 너무 감사하고 여러분 박수 한번. 그리고 신곡도 오늘 나오잖아. 나 오늘 근데 신곡
이틀
나오잖아.
뒤에.
But yeah, after that, ended up being able to go back to my locker because I used the locker this time. Smart me. And I didn't actually get super wet, so it kind of was slightly a waste of money, slightly. But you know, I prefer not to get my passport wet more. So it's already been out of shape. I'm finally gonna have to probably get a passport cover. Anyway, did that and made my way back towards the hotel, grabbed some food, which I still need to eat. I'm recording before I ate, but I got all my footage transferred and all that good stuff. I'm just recording this, eating, and probably crashing out while trying to catch up on all my YouTube stuff. So yeah, that's day 3 of Korea, day 2 of Waterbomb. I'll be back with you next time with more info about day 3, the final day. Well, we have another super solid lineup headlined by 21. That's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be super cool. So, look forward to that. Till next time. Much love, peace.